Okay, you know what? Here we go.
Oh my God.
This is not the podcast I wanted to do, but this is the podcast we're going to do. Holy shit. This is good. This will be great for when I'm in LA. Did we go to the moon? And relationship vulturing with Lulu and Lala tonight on the Tom Kelly Show. Theme music playing, la la la, whatever. And here we go. Trigger warning, spoiler alert. Do you think we really went to the moon? You are experiencing the Tom Kelly Show. 3 guests, or 2 guests, 1 host. I'm here with Lulu and Lala from The Amazing Race. They are viral on the internet. They have an evening radio show on KTU. We were in between tapings, and then my friend Lulu said,
"Do you think we really walked on the moon?" Here's the thing. Hear me out, though, before people start saying I'm kind of nuts. I went down a rabbit hole the other night. Right. I couldn't sleep. I'm like, let me just start. And a video came out. And it was Buzz Aldrin, right? Where he's saying we didn't go to the moon. And then I'm like, why would he say that? I don't understand, because didn't we? And so I just started watching all these different videos where it all made sense, right? And now I'm start thinking, maybe this is true, because if the technology back then wasn't as great as the technology we have now, why then, here's the big one, haven't we gone back to the moon?
Because we went there and there's nothing interesting there.
But we went there and did nothing, though. He walked 2-3 steps, went back to Earth, and that was it. He didn't really scout the area.
So here's my first problem with everything coming out of your mouth right now. Go. We just did a beautiful interview that aired a month ago about your sister's breast implant illness, and you were the voice of reason for a solid 30 minutes. Right? The voice of reason. And then I hit stop, I reset the camera, I make the audio buttons work a little bit better, and then as I'm sipping my coffee, you go, "Do you think we really went to the moon?"
Yeah.
No, you've been hacked like my grandpa. Well, you're like that. That's as crazy as where's Obama's birth certificate?
When she asked me that, I'm driving, and I just look at her like, what? Because I'm like, why haven't we gone back to the moon? Maybe there's something new up there. It's been over, 40, 50 years? I want to know what's over there.
Well, I don't think...
Maybe some of the minerals that are on the moon can help us down here on planet Earth with something.
Well, I think they're going up there to look for that. I think we're going up there because China wants to go now. And I think it's a great place to put a couple of missiles. That's why we're going.
When? I want to know when.
We're going apparently by 2025. They're building these giant, I think it's called the Titan rocket.
Oh, you see? I didn't know.
But I think here's the real reason why we've never went back. And I can't believe I'm the voice of reason in this argument, or in that I can't believe I'm entertaining it.
I'm quiet because I don't even know whether I should participate in this.
Well, you probably shouldn't for a number of reasons. One, there are people going to you for medical advice right now. And they really are.
Again, I went down a rabbit hole, and I shouldn't have done that, because I started when you start second guessing yourself, and I'm like, wait a second. You're also probably very tired and at this point delusional. Perhaps that was it. It was like 4:00 in the morning.
No, because you're well rested, and I gave you a cup of coffee. You've had time to process.
Yeah, so to me that always it started weighing on me. Like, okay, well, we threw people up there, right, to orbit the Earth. Why can't you just shoot them back up there and go to the moon? Why are we trying to go to Mars? Why don't we try to go back to the moon now and then figure out Mars?
Because I think we figured out it was like going to the desert. It's like, hey, do you really want to go to Nevada if you're not going to Vegas? I think that's the moon.
Okay.
Actually, that's a great analogy too. Is the moon is a great stopover if there's no Vegas and you're stopping on your way to California. That's it. And Mars is California. That's my dumb guy approach to this.
But why do we want to go to Mars? Why aren't people here on Earth happy on Earth? Why can't we just be happy here and let's forget about the space? There's nothing there.
We don't know
there's
that.
Aliens?
We don't know if there's anything up there.
Well, here's how I know the world is messed up, and this joke is way too. This show is going to air way too late for this joke to be that poignant or funny. But how messed up is the world that we'd rather believe we're being visited by aliens than balloons from China?
That's true.
That there's all these people saying, "Oh, I saw a flying saucer, a flying saucer." And I'm like, I've been screaming missiles from Russia
100%.
for years.
100%, because I think if I were an alien, I wouldn't want to come down here. I wouldn't be allowed for anyone else to come shoot me. You know what I mean?
Now, Lala, before I switch topics, do you have any thoughts on the matter?
I will just not comment. No comment.
How does it feel in your long relationship of broadcasting with your twin sister that you are finally the voice of reason?
It feels good, actually.
Yeah,
It
it sounds stupid, but it sounds stupid to call one of you the smart and the dumb one. But I would love to say usually you're the serious and the fun one is probably a more
Yes.
okay.
yes.
But I feel like now you're the serious one and
like-
she's the little too fun one.
You know.
I have my. I
okay.
think we kind of like do the yin yang.
Yeah.
I'll have my moments,
And I'll have mine.
but
You kind of went off on this one.
All right, so you're both coupled off at this point, right?
We are. We're
Okay.
glued up.
Okay, are we allowed to say to who?
Yeah.
Yeah? To who?
I am currently dating Michelangelo. He is a singer. He's background vocalist for Luis Fonsi. He's toured with many different artists. He himself was a child star, starred in 2 movies, had his own tours, and yeah, that's who I'm dating.
And now who are you dating?
I am dating Lala's boyfriend's brother, Mitch, and he was a Marine, and now he's not, and he's in sales.
Okay, now I love him that he's a Marine, and I'm not moving in on Mitch's territory. Let's be very clear. But I think that's got to be hard. Like, I don't like taking dating references. Like, if you two said we have a friend, I'd be hesitant because if I got crazy or things didn't work out in a relationship, I wouldn't want to damage my friendship with the two of you.
Right.
It's got to be a leap for you to date your twin sister's very serious boyfriend's brother. That has to be a leap for both of you.
Adamant about the whole thing.
Were there rules going in?
Well,
Were there terms?
I wasn't really looking for anybody at the time when, I first met him.
Yeah, by the way, that's what you said to me when I was putting the moves on you like a year and a half ago.
Did. And I think I was very nice, and I said, I'm not interested in anybody right now.
No, which I think is the way to say, I'm not interested in a comedian in a cheap jacket, but if a hot Marine comes in, give me that's when I'll be available.
No, I wasn't. I was like, I wanted time for myself. I had just got out of a bad relationship, and so I wasn't really looking. They bring him along. I think he's nice, and I'm like, okay, he's cool. But again, I'm not interested. But this guy was like, really like, I'm here. He was always around. He was very interested. He told me straight up, like, I like you.
Okay, so now this is my next question. Did Michelangelo and Lala try to set the two of you up, or did it just happen?
Well, it's funny because the way it all kind of happened is that my boyfriend's niece was getting married, and I was obviously going to the wedding, and I had taken her with me to try on dresses.
So I was going to be the model so she could see how the dress.
That really, you people, twins really do that?
100%. Yeah.
That is so 80s sitcom of you.
So she was trying them on, and I had my boyfriend on FaceTime because he was out on tour overseas. And I'm like, what do you think of this one? What do you think of that
I
one?
jokingly said, hey, if your brother needs a date, I'm available.
And so
Ha.
My boyfriend then took that and ran with it, called up his brother and said, hey, I have a date for you. It's going to be fun.
Okay.
And
not thinking this was for real, but it was. And so plane tickets were bought, and I'm like, wait a second, hold up. What is this? I don't even know this. I don't know anybody of the family. Like, I'm being put in a situation where it's like, okay, I'm meeting the mom.
She was
the
ready.
dad,
She did.
Yeah, that is, you're now on relationship test 20.
How awkward, right?
Very awkward.
And she almost doesn't go. She's like, I don't care if the plane ticket was bought. I'm not going. This is so weird. And it's rude, too, to just show up to a wedding when I wasn't really officially invited. Like,
I don't know these people.
Oh, you're his plus one. You're his plus one.
Right, but I don't even know him. I don't know him.
Yeah, he could bring a hooker if he wanted to. No, he could have brought a guy from the airport if he wanted to.
And so, whatever, I tried to make the best of it. I'm like, whatever. It's a trip to another country. Let's just go.
Oh, wait, it was another country.
It was in
Guatemala.
It was in Guatemala. And so
Very
I'm like,
nice.
Yes.
Okay.
She and Mitch ended up being like the dance lords on the dance floor. They danced every song.
By the way, that's a podcast named Dance Lords right there.
And it was like, we all from the outside were like, wow, they really have hit it off.
So I tend to be very sarcastic. Like, I'll just have a smart remark for whatever's happening around me. And I didn't know this guy, so I'm like, what do I care? Maybe he'll run with it. And his sarcasm back to me, it was kind of like, wait a second, he's challenging me now on this sarcasm. Hold up, let's take it to the dance floor. And so there, I'm like, okay, he gets me. He understands me. Cool, this is nice. But even then, once we got back to the States,
She was kind of like standoff.
Now, is he in Florida too?
he's in Florida.
Oh, so both of you have long distance relationships?
Yes,
Yes,
we do.
yes. And like I said, I was kind of bitchy, not because I wanted to, but because I really just wanted my space. I didn't want to be forced into something. And that's when I told him,
And you
hey,
also saw that he was a
was
good
an-
guy.
he
And
was.
you didn't want him to be like a rebound.
right, which is what I told him. Like, I think you're
See, now
great.
I would have been a great rebound. In fact, that's what I want in a relationship. Hi, I'm Tom Kelly, and I'd like to be your rebound. If you promise to throw me to the side of the court after you rebound, I'm in. That's my dream.
It's hilarious.
It's about what I want. Like, I'm actually kind of happy being single. I just want to cuddle from time to time and maybe a cheap hookup. Yeah.
So there, and then after I told him, like, I think you're a nice person. I think you're a nice guy. I don't want you to be a rebound. I think you deserve
See,
better.
now you're doing everything that if I were Michelangelo's brother, you're now doing everything I'd be afraid of my girlfriend's sister or whatever the hell it is, your sister-in-law's sister doing. Yeah, that's the right way to say it. You are doing, there you go. You're being the crazy person. I'd be afraid of if my sister-in-law had a hot sister. And, and I think there was a point in time where they were trying to pawn my sister-in-law's very awesome sister off on me because she's really fun to hang out with. I'm like, I would never think about that because I'd like to go visit my nephews at Christmas.
Right. And so.
And you're now being the crazy one.
Yes, I am. After that, he's like, I respect.
Because I'm just imagining now poor Mitch sitting out in the driveway on the holidays.
No, I mean, he did him, obviously. I assume. I don't know. I didn't get into that. But he understood and he's like, you need your time. I'm going to back off. And then when he backed off, I was like, ew, how rude. Like, why are you calling me? This is not nice.
I love this guy, Mitch. I love this guy. Listen, I haven't seen a picture yet, but I'd do him too. Wow.
And so
Mitch played his cards right.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Wow.
older. He's a much older guy. And so he knows.
Well, what's the age difference?
There's a 13-year difference.
Oh, that's nothing.
That's nothing.
Please, I could do 13 years in my sleep.
Exactly.
I just did a 19-year difference last night.
Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
but I also wanted to leave the date 3 minutes in. But
Very nice, very mature. He knows what he wants,
He's well-traveled.
Well-educated.
armed,
He can use a firearm. He can.
knowledgeable about firearms. Okay.
And so then, I was like, hey, like, you want to give this a try?
So when did it become official?
It became official. Actually, that was this is so like, I don't even know if I should say it. For his birthday,
Oh, boy.
I said, okay, let's give it a shot. So that was his kind of
Oh
gift.
my God, why the hell would he date you? All I know for sure out of this is Mitch could do much better. Mitch, hi.
But it's great.
But
It's
like,
fine.
wait, you were his birthday gift? You can date me was your
Well,
birthday
yeah,
gift?
I got him a gift, but then I also told him, hey, you know what? Let's give this a try.
Let's make it official.
I'm just
make it
picturing you at dinner with a little bow on your shirt.
I should have done that.
You could have saved yourself
Yeah.
a few bucks at Hallmark.
Happy birthday. Here's your gift. I'm your gift.
All right. So,
That's very I sound so conceited, right?
no, but it's cute. I don't know.
I think it's cute. I don't think you're meaning it.
Going the other way would like now if it were Lulu and Mitch and Michelangelo were the brother-in-law,
Yeah.
would you have been as shy going into that? Though I've seen pictures of your boyfriend, he's hot. I wouldn't.
Thank you. He
I
is the
don't
hottie.
think it would have been the same for
Yeah.
Lala. I think she would have just ran with it.
Yeah.
Really, you would have run with
thought
it
of it.
quicker.
Yeah, I would have.
Really?
I think I'm more, again, a risk taker. Like, I'll put myself more and I get through things faster. When
No.
it comes to relationships,
I've had
she's only
3 boyfriends. 3 real boyfriends. That's it.
And how many have you had?
5, 6.
7,
know.
8,
No,
9.
5.
10, 11, 12,
No,
13.
not
No,
like
kidding.
that. No, serious boyfriends I had. Hold on. Yeah, Mike is my 5th.
Yeah. No, I've only had, do I even count the second?
Yeah, and it's funny. As I get older, I'm going through the whole who do I really count stage, and
Right.
my body count's dropping.
Well, yeah, who do I really? I mean, yeah. Mike has been my longest relationship. After that, it was my first boyfriend. which
You
was
were like
2.5 years.
And how old were you for that?
I was 23. We grew up very strict. We weren't allowed to date.
And I think that I was in my first relationship for 13 years. So after I got out of that, the whole dating scene, I'm like, I hate dating. I don't even know how to date.
Okay.
I think I went on one date my whole life, and I had her come pick me up.
Okay, but now each of you is dating a brother.
Yes.
Okay. No rings, no engagement in the future.
Well, hopefully in the future.
Okay.
I mean,
But
for
like-
me at least.
Okay, but for the sake of the story, no rings. It's not
No,
like it's
nothing.
coming tomorrow. For the sake of this story, I'm going to put you both in the same boat,
Okay.
even though one of you is in the newer relationship than the other. Things go bad with Mitch, or things go bad with Michelangelo.
Yes.
Is there a prenup? Are there rules in writing, and just in case things go wrong, or are you going to wing it if something goes wrong?
Here's the thing, because I do recognize I am very protective. So if something happens on this side, right, I will not keep my mouth shut. I just can't.
Okay,
It's not in
so
my nature.
and
But I won't keep my mouth shut too.
Either.
Maybe I'd go about it differently than you, but I definitely wouldn't. keep my
And
mouth
listen,
shut.
if Michelangelo or Mitch are listening, I want to apologize, but I like the topic. So it's not really about you, right? Can we make it not about them,
No.
but make it about the topic?
Right.
We'll call him boyfriend A, boyfriend B, but I'll use real names because, again, God, by the way, Michelangelo is so much of a sexier name than Mitch.
Michelangelo.
Yeah, how do you name one son Michelangelo and the other Mitch?
What's funny is
What's
that
Mitchell?
Eminem.
Even worse.
You're so bad.
Yeah, and again, the pictures are coming up. They're a cute couple. Their pictures are
This
cute.
is cute. Oh, you haven't seen
Thank you.
Wait, do you have Mitch as your lock screen?
I don't.
Oh, first warning sign.
No.
Oh my God! You know what? The green screen's behind us. Red flags are flying.
This is actually the first time I ever talk about him because
Yeah.
I am a very
She's-
private person. I have never put any of my boyfriends on social media. I never say whether I'm single or not.
You're in broadcasting now. I get it. Listen, if I were a hot woman, I would never tell my audience I had a boyfriend. It was like the Beatles theory of the Beatles were very attractive. Oh yeah, good for you. Wow. Yeah, Semper Fi. All right. No, but like the Beatles, they said, who were boys, that they became less attractive when America found out they had girlfriends.
Yeah.
I would argue even for myself, my problem right now is I don't know how to be funny when I'm in a happy relationship. It kills my stand-up act.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I got 20 great minutes of not being able to get laid. And the minute I start banging, it's all out the window. It really is. So that said, for you two being on the radio and attractive, you're on the Instagram and stuff, I'm sure there's a portion of your audience, guys, trying to date you. So I get why you'd be private.
Yes, that's one of the reasons. The other reason is people can be mean. And so we've been doing radio. We've been in this business for a long time. And we're used to the trolls or people saying not so nice things. So I don't care. But I don't think it's fair for anyone to then go ahead and start criticizing the person that I'm with because they're not in the business and they shouldn't have to go through that. And so I decided I'm not going to put him or any of my family members through that because it's just not a lot.
But Mitch is a Marine. He could take it.
He doesn't care.
He's a real man.
Yeah.
What does he sell?
Okay, he sells the raw products that are the raw materials to make like everything.
Honey,
Anything you
makeup, food, anything that you see, like the
see. Detergent.
Rocket fuel to go to the moon.
Maybe.
Call back. All right. Now, so hang on. Now, big important question here. So Michelangelo
Yeah.
falls apart. And we'll call him boyfriend B because I don't even want to put a real name. Okay. Lala's boyfriend breaks down, starts hooking up with me.
Okay.
Okay.
That would
Complete
never-
spiral. Is he allowed to go to your house for Christmas? Like, I mean, what are the terms?
I think that the terms would be I don't think so because you broke my.
So now
sister's
you're-
heart.
now-
it's like.
So now
unless
your
she's
boyfriend-
okay with it.
So now your boyfriend has to abandon his brother.
In certain situations, yes, he will have to just because.
And you would have to abandon me in certain situations.
Would you? And
as
would you?
well.
Would you? Now, would
I
you
would
do?
understand
Now, wait,
it.
hang on though, because you're always a little more fun. Would you do the same thing?
Yes, I would. I would understand that. Obviously, if she's going to Mitch's family for the holidays, that's her right to go with him. I'm not going to be upset at her because she's going to go and my ex-boyfriend supposedly would be there. That's just nature. Like, of course.
You know what would be awkward though?
What?
Shall I say it?
The baptism and wedding.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
That would be awkward.
Yes.
That
right
is
now.
Awkward, but knowing me, I would probably take it as a sense of humor and be very sarcastic and like whatever.
So
I'd also really try to stand out as much as I could.
Okay. So I am glad you did this, and I'm thank you for being so personal. Now I feel like I got to bump up the air date so I can get the get.
Yes. You know what? This is actually
The first time.
This is the first time I actually talk about Mitch. And I even say his name because I'll say
She won't say his name
on the radio. I won't. And
You won't? What do you call him on the radio?
someone or somebody or
the
boo or I don't even talk about.
Oh my God! You know what I'd love next week on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, Mitch and Michelangelo.
Can you imagine?
Could
I'm
they-
curious to see how they would talk
about us.
right?
Can I get them on a Zoom?
We could ask.
Would they do it?
I don't know.
I feel like Michelangelo would, but the Marine wouldn't. But that's purely on stereotypes. Yeah.
Mitch would do it. Michelangelo would be a little.
I don't know. I think it would be done.
Oh my God! Even the musician and the Marine. It's so much alliteration in this relationship. All right, listen, folks. We're gonna keep this down to 25 minutes. Maybe I'll even jam it. Well, you guys got a job. All right. Who knows? There might be a third episode if I'm being greedy, but if not. Comment where you can comment, share the episode with a friend, share it with somebody directly, put it on your own social media. Folks, I deserve a lot more attention than I'm getting.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
All right.
Again.
Good night, Miami. Good night, Mitch and Michelangelo.